So, nice to meet you, Mr. George Tian.
Okay,
It's
you you should you should know who I am.
right. Okay, for everyone who doesn't know, he's my father, and I'm inviting him on my first ever video recorded podcast. So, for you guys who don't know, this is the Jonah podcast, same as 2 years ago, except it's revamped. And today, I have a thought-provoking question for my dad. Um, do you think the world lacks understanding or the world lacks love?
Hmm, interesting question. I think the world uh, does not lack understanding, does not lack knowledge, but the world uh, is lacking love. Okay, because the hearts of people are growing colder. Uh, so,
Can you define
maybe
what that means?
hearts of people are growing colder.
Or
Well, you
maybe
can,
I should let you continue. You're on a
yeah. Well, because I think there have been too many things happening in the world, and
uh-huh.
people, for example, COVID, the one we had just experienced a few years ago,
Yeah.
after since, uh, when you walk on the street, you rarely see people greet you. It's uh, just one thing that kind of reflects that you know the hearts of people are growing colder, right? And so that means is the world, is lacking love.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm. Okay. Are you ready for my take?
go ahead.
Well, I want to think about your take first, but I think the world lacks understanding, and I have a bit written down here. Um, what we lack is not understanding, as you know, it's the information age. So everything is online. We also have social media. We have people sharing their lives in different ways. Sorry. Yeah, did I say we're lacking? Sorry. I I'm gonna cut that out. We are lacking understanding, not love. There is more than enough love in this world. Everyone loves, okay? Everyone loves. Even, I'm not sure if this is true, but I think even psychopaths report loving to do what they do. They love, so everyone loves something. And there is no shortage of love. If you look at animals, even in animal kingdom, oxytocin, which is the and dopamine and all the receptors there, even though we don't quite understand animals, they all trigger in the same ways that trigger when a human loves something else. So we are not short of love in this realm. What we're short of is understanding how to love each other better, right? Because I may love you, you may love me, but we may still disagree and we may still fight, and hence we might not like each other as much, even though we want to share a love. So that's my argument. That's my controversial piece, is that I think we already have more than enough love in this world. What we don't have is enough understanding of each other to share it.
Okay, okay.
So, like,
Hmm.
for example, you said when people on the streets, right? It's not
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't love, there was a lack of love. It was because you were scared that saying hi to each other would transmit COVID, which was, in essence, a matter of understanding, not a matter of love, not because the hearts went cold.
Okay, okay. Well, you can think that way,
Mm-hmm.
but I do feel that because of social media, uh, it's easy to kind of make one's voice very loud,
Yeah, that's
whether
true.
it's something nice or something uh, you know um, mm, demeaning, damaging, right? Or hate, right? So, I think because
What
of
do you mean by
because
hate? Like
like if you don't like
violent
someone, then
speech?
you make your
Okay.
hate very very well known on the social media,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
And so as a result,
Uh-huh.
a lot of people who are on social media, especially younger generation, uh, your hearts are kind of affected by all the damaging, hateful comments, right? And that
Okay,
also
but you see,
contributing
my perspective.
to the decreasing of love.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's my take. Okay,
Okay.
right. A lot of it has to do with how the social media is kind of amplifying all the hurtful, damaging remarks, and as a result, you know, even if you have a lot of people who originally had some love, but because of all the negativity from social media, uh, their loving hearts just become colder and
I like to
colder.
interrupt because I see your point, but I think it's that can also be charted as misunderstanding. Because what you described as hate speech, which is like violent acts or violent, aggressive, harmful language towards another group of people,
Mm-hmm.
I can say, uh, because those, think about it, person A, person B, they're going against each other online. They individually each love something, do they not?
Yeah, but
They may not love
sometimes
each other.
those comments are originating from their hate, not from their love.
No, but I'm actually saying it may originate from hate. That's true. But that can be solved with a matter of understanding. So it's just understanding that maybe these groups of people are uneducated, so that they actually they don't have enough information to make the right decisions. Instead of attacking or bombarding them, maybe I should find out a way to help them become more educated. That that's right. That's understanding. You might say, "Oh, I love them so much." No, I just understand that that's the best way to get my message across.
Okay.
Or versus the other way around. Maybe I'm the one that's uneducated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the solution is for it's just still a misunderstanding. The solution is for me to understand the other party better, not for me to try to love the other person. If you try to force love towards another person, it's never going to work out. You have to understand them first
No, I'm not saying you
before
should.
you can love someone.
I'm not saying you're forced to love others, but I'm saying that, my point is that the love is decreasing. Okay.
How is it decreasing?
I'm not trying to, that was part of your question, right? So I'm just saying that
My question
the
was,
love is decreasing.
what do
Okay.
we?
So as a result,
It
I
may
feel
be
the world
decreasing.
is lacking love.
You're right. It may be
Right.
decreasing, but my question was, do we need more love or more understanding? And I
That's
think
right. So the world needs
even
more
if
love.
even if love is
Okay.
decreasing, like two bars, one is going down. Even if love is going down, and it doesn't matter, understanding is going up. I think we need even more understanding. I think we need understanding to go up even more.
Of course, of course. Ultimately, I want both to increase. Okay, because
Uh huh.
they're supposed to, you know, cooperate or work for each other, right? So if you have more love,
I,
then there'll be
I
more understanding.
I
If there's
disagree
more
with that.
understanding, there'll be more love. Okay.
Okay, because think about like I think love actually destroys. Um,
What does love destroy?
yeah, think about how many men have started wars over something that they loved.
Well, okay, so that's are we talking about loving another human
Because
being, loving group, or you're are you referring
my
to
point
loving?
is,
When I say the word is lacking love, I'm talking about loving among human beings.
so
Okay,
you're talking
I'm not
about,
talking about loving the piece of land. I'm not talking about loving
right.
power.
Well,
I'm not talking
that's what
about
I'm talking about.
loving.
I'm talking about love. It could be anything. It could be people. It could be animals. I'm saying we already have more than enough love. What we don't have is understanding. Okay, actually, I just kind of went back on my word. I can love a piece of land without understanding it. I kind of just actually no, I'm figuring this out. I'm figuring this out as I go. Sorry, I cannot love something without first understanding it, at least a little bit of it. I cannot love a piece of land without understanding that it helps me live, or that it's my land, or that it has waterfalls. And in the same way, a group of people, or even I cannot love another person until I understand them. Even
Sure.
sorry.
But that
Even
what you're saying supports my point. What I'm saying is understanding and love. They need to.
I'm going to bring up
work,
a very controversial
cooperate.
point. Early colonial Americans, white Americans, thought they were doing black slaves a deal by bringing them to America and having them work for them. They genuinely thought in those documents that you read that they were loving those black Americans. But they still had misunderstandings because fundamentally they thought that black Americans were not humans. So my point is, do you think slavery is good or bad? Do you think slavery is good or bad?
Well, I mean,
No, do you think it's good or bad?
No, but
no, you didn't
it's
answer
a
the
very
question.
controversial point.
Is it good? Why is it controversial?
Because
slavery is controversial.
No, but that's long gone. Okay, we are talking about the modern
okay,
world.
all right.
Look, we're talking about
I'm
modern
not
world.
going to try to fight you.
Let's
not try to avoid the question.
Okay?
Let's not try to avoid the question.
No, I'm not.
Is slavery good or
question.
bad?
Well, slavery is bad. Yeah,
okay,
I know.
So if slavery is bad,
if what you said was true, maybe they meant to bring African Americans over, and they thought that they would afford them new opportunities.
Right.
But then when they were brought over, the other white people decided to enslave the black people. Okay, so you're
saying there was good intentions.
There's the good intention, but there's no good follow up. Okay, maybe
which is a misunderstanding.
Well, I'm not sure about misunderstanding, but
because
people with
obviously
power,
they didn't lack love. They loved. In your theory, they loved Africans so much that they thought they were granting them a newer opportunity in America, right? But so that forced them into slavery.
I'm not sure if that's even true. I'm not sure if
that's
even
not
true,
a lack of love.
I'm not sure if that's even true.
There's a lot of love there, and it caused lots of suffering.
But you're assuming that the people the white people who brought the slaves over love those.
Well, that's what you were saying.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's.
I'm not going to try to argue with you on this podcast. Let's just keep this academic. So I'm going to bring up another controversial question. Okay, you ready? So which one is better? Parent A, who loves their kid but doesn't understand their kid. Sorry, let me rephrase the question. Which one will take care of their kid better? Parent A, who loves their kid but doesn't understand their kid, or parent B, who understands their kid but does not love their kid? This one's a hard one.
Well, I mean, a hard one. I think in reality, all the parents are somewhere in between. I mean,
okay, you have to pick one though. You have to pick one.
Two extremes.
You have a good point.
Right? I mean, some parents lean one way, some parents lean the other way, but in reality, almost all parents, they are somewhere in between. Okay, so you need to understand their kids, and they need, parents need to love their kids.
Let me check if this is recording. I'll be back. Okay, yeah, we're good. Continue. I know.
Okay, so which one am I leaning toward to? I would say, I'm right in the middle.
Okay, you're good. I was talking with a friend today, and I said, offered option 1 and 2, the correct answer in life is always say both.
Yeah, well, I would think these two are two extremes, and I'm just saying I'm in the middle. Okay.
Okay, but if you had to pick one, you had to pick like your life. Sometimes life only offers you one decision.
Okay. So
Like, who would you want as your parent?
why I want my parents to be both, right?
Okay, Dad, you got to pick one.
Okay, repeat the choices again.
So A is love but no understanding. So let's think in terms of, this is all theoretical. Think of it like theoretical math and theoretical physics.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be real in the world. It's just a thought experiment.
Okay.
So A is all love and zero understanding,
Okay.
but there's a ton of love. And B is all understanding but no love at all.
Okay.
Just pure
Well,
cold.
well,
apathy,
I
pure
was,
understanding.
I would prefer more love. Yeah, I would
Okay.
prefer love.
So your choice is parent A.
Yeah.
I would actually pick parent B.
Okay.
And
Okay. That's fine.
I wanted to talk a lot about that,
That's
which
fine.
is why I brought this question up, because I thought of how many, obviously you want to be a parent who loves their kid and understands their kid. But let's say, I think love requires time and presence. Can we agree on that?
Well, love also includes understanding, compassion.
That's not true. You can. Oh, actually,
Love includes compassion.
you're right.
Okay.
So there's no such thing as love without a bit of understanding.
It's not possible because
So maybe
it includes compassion.
instead of zero, I'll say with love. Sorry, it's either a lot of love with a little understanding versus a lot of understanding with a little love.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense because without understanding there can never be compassion, right? How do you be compassionate?
Then that's hard. That's hard because as long as there's a little understanding, then there's room for growth.
Okay.
But
well, yeah. Which is true, which is more realistic. I mean, we're talking about real world.
right.
You know, if
I guess that question cannot be answered and will maybe be answered on another podcast episode.
okay, are we done?
No, we're not done. We have do you have any other questions for me?
No,
This
not really. What? Okay, maybe I thought of something. What's your motivation for having
Oh, that's a great question.
the revamped video format podcast?
You know, that will be a question that is answered on many coming podcasts when I bring other guests and you see the type of guests that I bring. Because
well, give me one of many. The top one. Okay, the top motivation.
top motivation is I want to get famous. I'm going to be very honest out there. Some people try to sugarcoat it. They say, "No, I know I'm good at. I might cut this out if it sounds too arrogant, but I know I'm good at talking. I know that I like talking to people, having deep talks, and I wanted it recorded because I don't think I look ugly. So, and I don't. None of my friends are either. So,
okay.
I think it's a completely fair evaluation. You can disagree or agree in the comments. I don't care. And also to make money.
Is that it?
No, it's not it. But all the content, obviously, it's not it. But all the content, to answer your question, you will have to wait for the future podcast episodes. I have tons of questions or tons of ideas I want to talk with other people, and I can't list all of them right here because that would be spoiling future episodes.
Okay. Well, okay, that's fair.
So,
okay.
I mean, this is my first recorded podcast, so I don't expect it to be not anything but rough. I don't expect it to be perfect, but since this topic is about love and understanding, what do you think, George? It's okay if I call you George?
No.
What do you think, Dad? Since we both kind of agreed that love is more important.
Yes.
But let's say I'm correct, right? Let's just say I'm correct, and we live in a world where we have a lot of love but very little understanding. How do you think we should proceed to kind of correct that so that it balances out, so we have the ideal world?
Well, if we live in a world where there's more love than understanding,
Yeah.
I believe people will be able to um, better receiving one another, better accepting one another because
So
of love.
how do you-
Okay, so I think eventually the understanding power will come up, right? Because
Like
you know,
what I said, what if some people love their own group of people so much, right? Let's say I'm just going to use the group of Samoans, Hawaiians. Recently, people haven't been too nice to their land,
mhm.
right? So what if they love their land and love each other so much that they get mad and start hurting other people? But they still love their land though.
Well, I don't know if it's true, but that kind of love sounds like a very selfish kind of love, right?
Which
Yeah,
exists.
sure. It
Selfish
could.
love is
It
still a type
could.
of love. Love is not
It
perfect.
could. Yeah, it could exist. Yeah.
So
So if that happens, the only way is to still show them that you love them, and then maybe that misunderstanding will be dissolved through love. Okay.
okay.
In communication.
So my question was, there's love up here,
Mm-hmm.
understanding's down here,
Yes.
and you said we should increase love, even if it's already up here.
No. I'm saying if the world is that way, eventually the understanding
So you're saying
will
we have to do
come up.
nothing. You're saying we don't have to do anything.
No. Just
Okay.
having more love is actually more important.
That's
Okay.
very radical statement. If I asked anyone, if I took a survey of 100 people, I think you would be the only person who would say the world is doing fine right now in terms of love and understanding.
Right now, the world is, as I said in the very beginning, I think the world is lacking love. So that means, well, in my mind, love is down here,
Dad,
right?
how
Understanding
about
up there.
so
Okay.
I'll try to cater to you. I'll try to answer your question. Let's say your world is true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that love is down here
Mm-hmm.
and understanding is up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's your world?
Yes.
Okay. And what would we do to solve this problem? Because you think there's not enough love, or you think. But what I'm saying is, you think there's less love than understanding. You think there's more or do you think what is your scales like? Is it the same? I'm just trying to visualize.
Nope. Love is kind of low.
Lower. Is understanding high?
Higher.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I was trying to portray.
Yes.
So this is understanding up here.
Yeah.
This is love down here.
Yes.
And do you think we should balance them, or lower one, or raise? How do you think we should fix it?
We should increase love.
We should increase love.
Yes. Okay.
That's not really a question. That's a solution. Okay, look.
No, you were asking me how I
No,
would.
okay. This is my question. Let me rephrase. Okay, we can run it back on the video because I said it this way. I said, right now, this is my opinion. We have too much love and too little understanding. So love is too high, and understanding is too low.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't ask you how we should do it. I didn't say we should raise understanding. I just asked you how and you said increasing love was the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about that, because that's why
As I said, I think in my mind the world is very little
Dad,
love
I said
and
Dad,
understanding more. Okay.
you've got to just pretend that I'm right.
Okay. Well.
For
Okay.
2 seconds.
Sure.
Because this is my podcast and it's not your podcast.
Sure. That's fine.
Okay, if you want to start a podcast, you
That's
can.
fine.
But it's called the Jonah podcast, not the Dad podcast. Okay.
That's fine.
So just pretend that we have just I know you can do this because you have a great mind. Okay, you have creativity. So just imagine, use your imagination that love is up here and
Mm-hmm.
understanding is down here.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do? Do you think there's a problem? And if there is a problem, how do we solve it? You've gave me several answers. So far, you said that we should love more,
Mm-hmm.
and also that things are okay because the world is fine right now. You still so give me one complete answer. What do we do?
Well,
Because I think it's a problem.
you're saying if I think that what your world is true, where
Yeah.
love is more than understanding,
Yeah.
then we are fine. Okay.
Okay. So
If the world is like what you're saying, then we are fine.
okay. So just to clarify for everyone on my podcast, my dad, as my guest today, has said in the love and understanding paradox, let's call it love versus understanding paradox, he thinks the world is fine. So, good night, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to bed tonight, sleeping well and soundly, knowing that my dad said the world is fine and we're all going to be fine. Even though I think that we need a hell of a lot more understanding because love is destroying our world right now. Thank you. Good night and see you next time.